Hey folks, sell all your planes, because flight is not real. It is a lie sold to you to justify the invasion of Iraq. The moon landing is real though. The rocket just jumped really high and then jumped back to Earth. The main Soviet mechanic revolves around the Purge. Whether you choose to stay with Stalin or overthrow him, the meta is to end the Purge as fast as possible. For the average player, the Purge is a temporary speed bump. For us, it is a lifestyle. We aren't just cleansing the party, we are achieving a state of administrative nirvana where the government is so perfect it no longer exists. Communism achieved. The rules are simple. We cannot do any of our political focuses. We just let the Purge go on forever, which also stops us from doing most other focuses, including military ones. This means not only that we cannot remove these debuffs, we'll get worse ones over time. Thereby, when the Germans invade, we are fucked. But remember, a dead officer cannot order a retreat. Building our economy on strong foundations is crucial to give us a fighting chance. We start out converting 12 mills to sieves and building infrastructure. Max level in Stalino and Moscow, because those states have coal, up to 4 in urban areas, prioritizing those with resources. You can see which regions are urban in states map mode. Blue ones provide most build slots, green ones a bit less slots, while yellow ones or orange ones mean you're getting drafted to the front. I love slots, but casinos won't sponsor me. Like and subscribe so I can promote gambling to children. Guns go to the bottom. They'll be the ones losing factories. Focus for 2 sieves, and after that we don't do any focuses. Political power is a scarce resource, and if we are to survive, we have other uses for it right now. Improve worker conditions. This is the only way we can improve our stability. We need it. It will become available again in 540 days. We must always click it when it comes back. Volunteers to Spain, and with an attaché we get enough war support for war economy. Captain of industry and free trade after that. Stalin has started purging people. It is random what he does. We just pray he does not purge our captain of industry or do the civil servants purge. Those two are worth spending political power to stop, since they hurt the economy. I don't care how many people Stalin kills. I care about the industrial output. In this union, we obey the laws of thermodynamics, and a human life is a remarkably inefficient form of energy. With our economy on track, we can start doing focuses again. First we pick up the research slot, then foreign experts, and then another research slot. Although AI is pretty fucking dumb, we lose in Spain because we have no air. At least we sold their gold. With no air, we need armor trains so we don't lose all our supply when the Germans start bombing us. With the tech bonus from focuses, we start researching mechanized ahead of time, and the next one after that. We also take this focus and use it to research RT for improved medium howitzer. After building the land special project facility, we research flame tanks and military engineering vehicles. We pick up foreign company. Best upgrades are American experts and civilian specialization, because they increase the production efficiency cap and decrease consumer goods. The rare perk of not ending the Purge, we can finish our economic focus 3 before the Barbarossa. The civilian economy branch is better. Efficiency is a cold mistress, and she doesn't like sharing her bed with human rights or basic caloric intake. In late 1939, we start building mills and producing mechanized equipment. All our divisions will be converted to 16-wheat infantry, except the NKVD. We shall add support companies over time. For now, we start exercising them. For doctrine, we need defensive buffs from Great War infantry to stop the Germans. We start saving political power and take limited conscription. Ahead of time bonus we use on dispersed production and research bonus on construction. We also need excavation tax for resources, which also means we build the electrical grid in Moscow and Stalino for more coal and use decisions to get more coal and steel. We do have a vague idea how to stop the German invasion, but to push them back we need something more. We design and start producing SPGs and flame tanks for our offensive divisions. SPGs are focused on soft attack, while flame tanks are just cheap. They mainly provide terrain bonuses, not stats to our divisions. For our infantry, we add support companies, RT, AA, engineers, and signal companies. Since the last update, signal companies are important for defensive infantry. They give reinforce rate, making your divisions enter combat faster after reinforcing. We are suffering from success. Our huge industry is eating all our resources. We need to switch from free trade to limited exports. I'm not exploiting the workers. I'm providing them with a unique opportunity to participate in a 24-hour mandatory team building exercise called Making T-34s or Meeting the NKVD. Germany is justifying, so we pick up the cohesion first for more org. It is the only military focus we can take. The Finns are gaslighting the world by calling this the continuation war. We didn't even attack you in the first place. Anyway, we'll just order our troops to go forward and forget about Finland. The front holds, but Bialystok proves to be an issue. We have to retreat since the Germans have almost encircled us. Although we saved our army, our defense is broken and we cannot stop the Germans. We have to hold Minsk. If the Germans take Minsk, it will provide them a supply hub from which they can advance east. Terrain here is good for defense, but it also slows down our divisions, so we are again in danger of getting encircled. Not looking at the Finnish front, we lost Leningrad. It is time to finish this. Despite Finland capitulating, we are now again losing in the south. Lvov is almost encircled and the Germans are pushing. With the divisions from Finland and new recruits, we form a new line behind rivers. In case the Germans are not stopped west of it, it is our last hope. On the bright side, we are killing 3 Germans for every soldier we lose. We have lost Minsk. We are on our last line of defense. Either we hold now or we lose. With Minsk in their hands, Germans have much better supply in the north than us. We must retreat, but the river line is already falling. We must reinforce. If we lose here, we have no better line to retreat back to. The southern line is crumbling as well. After building enough tanks, we can start training our offensive divisions, self-propelled guns, mechanized infantry and motorized AA. We don't have XP for support companies. If we survive long enough, we can use these divisions to push the Germans back and maybe even win the war. The front is stabilizing, but there are still some weak points we have to keep an eye on. If we lose any of them, the front will collapse again. Defending the river in the north is hard due to low supplies. Losing here would lead to the collapse of our entire defensive line. We have suffered far fewer losses than the Germans. I have about the same number of troops in the field. But most importantly, we caught up in the number of military factories, and we can build more faster than them. We don't lack any equipment. We hold our industrial heartland. We have more civilian factories. We can outgrow them. The longer the war drags on, the stronger we become. After collecting enough XP, we can add support companies, RT, anti-air, flame tank, armored signal and recon companies. These divisions will melt the Germans. But I kinda forgot to build armored support vehicles. Doesn't matter, we are pumping out more military factories. We held, another 1 million Germans died trying to break the line. Germany is now on service by requirement. On the other hand, we can go for total mobilization and women in the workforce. There is no fear among us. We are building factories on the front. It works because the soldiers know their wives and children are working 20-hour shifts in the factories 200 meters behind the front. Germany is an all-adult serve. You might think that is the same as us, but you'd be wrong. Their elderly is manning the guns at the front, the ones with the good eyes, that is. The short-sighted ones, they are the first wave to swim across the river. If they can swim, well, they try. Mobile recon and assault, streamlined deployment. I didn't pay Paradox for the DLC to get the SPG doctrine. Our first offensive will be towards Minsk, following the railway and plains south of the city. If we take it, we can cut off huge number of divisions, but we fail due to lack of supplies. We shall build a supply hub for the next offensive. For now, we move south. Although we take Lvov, this offensive also gets bogged down. We even managed to encircle ourselves. We move south, take the Axis oil fields in Romania. Although the push from the north fails, the second one from the east succeeds and we take Bucharest. The Axis is now cut off from most of their oil supply. We have also destroyed many enemy divisions. With new divisions and the supply hub built, we try to take Minsk again. We fail again. At this point, I can only blame the Israeli government for our failure.
Benjamin Netanyahu!
Delaying is not an option. We shall give up the opportunity to cut off the Germans and attack Minsk from other direction. This time we finally take it. Now it is time for a wide assault across the entire northern section of the front. We managed to cut off and destroy a huge section of the German forces. During our offensives, the Germans have lost additional 4 million manpower. Adolf Hitler is pregnant, because we fucked him raw. We shall attack across the entire front until they capitulate. There is no brakes on this train.